OBS makes it so fucking difficult to do anything nowadays, I swear to God. Just let me get to the fucking audio properties. Oh my fucking God. What is wrong with you, OBS? Why do you keep resetting? Nothing ever works. Oh my fucking God. Nothing ever fucking works! I really don't ask for much. I don't ask for anything. I really fucking don't. All I ask is that shit works, and it never does. There's always some fucking problem. And I am so fucking sick of it. My God. There's no fucking reason for it to keep resetting my fucking audio inputs. But every couple of fucking days, it randomly fucking does it. And there's no reason for it. There is no conceivable fucking reason for it to happen. And I'm so sick of it. I can't be asked to redo my intro. You guys know why we're here. We're back making more Max Steel characters. Fuck me. It's just so fucking frustrating. Like little things, just over and over again. Fuck me. Oh my God. It's like there is no fucking logic to it. And it pisses me off so goddamn much because it keeps happening and there is no reason for it to keep happening. I am not doing anything. It's the same with this fucking stupid software as well. Like, it's because I don't know what the fuck's gone on recently, but it's become so unbelievably unstable. I'm pretty sure every single time I've used it, I think it was since a recent update, it's just been broken and it has just crashed every single time. Ah. And I was already annoyed today because I sort of remembered a project I was working on, like, around this time, literally around this time last year. It's kind of spooky, the coincidence of time being the same. But around this time last year, I was, like, thinking up, like, a rewrite of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. And I swear to God, I wrote down a bunch of notes, and, like, on my computer somewhere, and now I can't fucking find them. And I don't know where they've gone. I've literally searched everywhere. I've searched all my fucking Word documents. I've searched, like, my sticky notes. I've searched the notes on my phone. I don't know where they've gone. And I can't conceive that they're that hidden. So it's just so fucking frustrating. But hey Ma, hey Boogie, hey Charlie, welcome one and all. So unbelievably irritating. And I wanted to, again, it's just so many little things just fucking stack up and piss me off to an unbelievable degree. And it just drives me up the fucking wall, man. I'm telling you. But, like, is it like, within another document? Like, I'm still, like, looking for it now. I just can't fathom where it could have fucking gone. I feel like I have, like, a vague memory of it being, like, in one of my sticky notes, because I write down a bunch of stuff in my sticky notes, like, notes for videos and stuff, but I don't fucking know, dude. It's kind of weird that, like I was saying, that, it was around that, like, I've gotten back into Star Wars over the past couple of, like, days, pretty much, and it is weird that that kind of happened around the same time last year. I know I have, like, phases where I'm randomly into random crap, but it's just weird that it just so happened to happen around the same time. This fixation. Hey, let's quiz. No, I wouldn't have put it, I don't use USBs, and again, it was only last year, so it's not like it would be anywhere else. I don't save things anywhere, like, unusual. Well, my Fitbit's been on charge, well, I wouldn't say all day, but for a bloody good couple of hours now, and it's only just got to fully charged. A bit mucky. Ah. You tell me you've never seen The Sims, Charlie? What rock have you been living under? Ah. Yeah, in fairness, Boogie, I don't really have that much of a problem with Team Turbo. Well, it's not really that. That's not really true. I kind of do, but probably not as much as everyone thinks I do. I'm not really that much of a fan of Alex in particular. I just think he's a really sort of dull, annoying character that really just has, like, such little personality to him. And he's, like, basically not even a character. And you guys know I fucking hate what they did to Sidetro, so, you know, yeah, I'm not that big a fan. But, you know, I don't necessarily hate it. But, yeah, so obviously, we've been making our way through all the Max Steel characters, from the heroes, the villains, the side characters, the N-Tech gang, and now we've arrived at Team Turbo. But yeah, what I was saying while I was muted, because fucking OBS hates me for some ungodly reason. Was that we're sort of coming to the end of this series, I think. Nearing the end of it. You know, we've done most of the characters. I think maybe, like, one or two, probably 2 or 3 more streams after this, because it's like, who do we have left? Maybe 3 more streams, actually, because I'd say we've got, I want to do one where it's, like, the minor villains, where I'll do, like, Naught, and maybe Colonel Castle. And I want to do, like, maybe another side characters one where we do, like, Dr. Thornhill, Vin and Dwayne, maybe. And we still haven't done Jim, which I'm sort of surprised at. So, yeah. I did consider doing Murakami Boogie, but I don't really think there'd be much point to that. I'd have to find some modded stuff, but it would basically just be the same outfit. I mean, I guess that would make it an easy one to do, so maybe I could do that. I'll consider it. Maybe we'll do that one for, like, the minor villains one next week. And, yeah, I did consider doing the Reaper Links in Plaztech. Oh, yeah, and I did want to do X376, too. And okay, maybe we've got a few more than I originally thought. That's fine, then. But yeah, I want, the series that's sort of gonna replace this one, it's probably one that, again, a few of you will probably be excited for. We learned a couple of days ago that, Halo Campaign Evolved, the remaster of the original, Halo, is coming out on the 28th of July. So that's, you know, just under 2 months away. And I've talked about it a little bit, that I want to do a full playthrough of all the Halo games. Because I've never played them. I've only played Reach. But I really like what I've seen of Halo, and I've always wanted to get into it and, you know, play through the games and experience the story. So, what I'll probably do is start the playthrough just before that, because I want to play them in chronological order. Which isn't going to be that difficult, because, apart from Reach, I'm pretty sure they're all in order. So we'll do Halo Reach first. Maybe start that, like, 3 weeks before that. At, like, maybe the beginning of July. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't time up perfectly. I think I'll probably be able to do Reach in maybe 3 streams. So, yeah, and then we're just gonna be doing a full playthrough of all the Halo games, because over different means I have all the Halo games. I'll be getting Campaign Evolved on PS5. The first Halo game ever to be released on PlayStation, quite a achievement. I have the Master Chief Collection, on Steam. Where is it? Here it is. And that includes, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, and Halo 4. So that's most of them already. I have Halo 5 Guardians, because I've still got what was Xbox Gold, which is, like, now a base tier of Game Pass. And Halo Infinite was on offer not too long ago on Steam, so I now have that as well. So, yeah. We're just gonna go through the whole of the Halo saga and experience it for the first time. So it's gonna be sick. So, let's try and blaze through as much as we can. Again, I don't want to rush, like, sort of ending this series, but, you know, I think it sort of ran its course. We've, you know, been doing it for a while, and I'm ready to sort of move on to other stuff now. Well, it's not really, I've not even recorded it yet, Charlie. Again, I'll probably, again, I have written down, like, all the move cards and the episodes and the specific circumstances that the move cards are used within, but I kind of want to, like, rewatch a few of the scenes just to make sure I sort of know what I'm talking about. No, I haven't, Let's Quiz. I've seen a few people mention it. I have no idea what it even is. Right, so we're making Team Turbo today, and we're gonna start off with Rain. Probably the best part of Team Turbo, to be honest. But yeah, you were saying before, Boogie, that Sideshow having a personality wasn't that bad. Personally, I disagree. I really do think it was that bad. I think they completely just fucking ruined him. Completely irrelevant of what they did with him in the OG series, because I don't care about that. Like, the Sideshow that I know is the Sideshow that I know. I like Sideshow as what he was, being sort of a non-talking, sort of comedic character who every now and then showed some personality without talking, and the sort of bond that he had with Berto, and the comedy that they brought from that. But they just, like, made it so fucking goofy. But Sideshow got the Omniverse treatment in Team Turbo, and they just tried way too hard to make him, like, goofy and funny, and I'm just like, Sideshow was funny before because he was, not because he was trying to be. So, let's have a look at Rain. Now, does Rain have, a gallery? Of course she does, but, but fucking Butch doesn't. Well, yeah, but I think he did have a personality without him talking. That's the thing. But they just took it way too far in Team Turbo to where it was just like, He just didn't even feel like Sideshow, because that's not what Sideshow's character was. And the voice, man, fuck off. Hello there, Maxwell. How the diddly-do are you? Ugh. Fuck that. Right. So, I kind of want to, I kind of want to... Hold on, I need to check to see if, it's fucked up my gallery for the 70 millionth time. No, okay, it hasn't. Maybe I can stop checking. Maybe I don't have to be afraid to use him anymore! Good reference there. I do actually want to grab... Where is he? Hold on. Berto. Real quick. So I want to make sure that her and Berto have the same skin tone. Okay. Berto originally didn't have that hair color. I used to have the slider mod, so it looked more pale than that. I think it showed on the gallery. Yeah, you can see it there. So it doesn't look that good because you've got mods. Well, because we don't have mods now. Okay. There we go. Right, again, we've been through this ringer 1,000 times, Boogie. Like, the simple thing is, like, just fucking, like, I mean, like, I don't, like, I like Rain. I like her as a character. I like that Berto has siblings. And she fits very well into the universe, I feel. Like, if she was a side character in the main show, I think she would have been great. And she is pretty good in Team Turbo. And, like, throughout all the movies, really, she can be a little bit annoying sometimes. And she sort of loses a lot of the charm because, like, she was almost interesting because she was Berto's sister. But after the original Team Turbo movie and Berto fucking disappears from existence, you know, it's almost like she loses a bit of that. It's like her, the interesting parts of her came from her being related to Berto. I was gonna say I might make her a teen, because she is younger than Max, and younger than Berto. But then again, I sort of made Sydney, Butch, and Kirby from the perspective of them being the ages that they were in the show, and if that were the case, I should have made all of them a teen. So I guess this can be a slightly aged up Rain. But fortunately, that hair, I believe, is actually pretty perfect for Rain. So yeah, very glad we can get that pretty decent. There's no other dyed hair options, is there, that would fit? I feel like there may have been, but I'm not sure if it'll be, like, the sort of hairstyle. So, Rain is like, this is her hairstyle. I might actually go for that, because I feel like, while that's closer to the color, this is legit dead on what her hairstyle is. And I feel like, you know, when we can get it dead on, we should have it dead on. Because getting the hairstyle right really helps with sort of getting the face shape right and making her look right, making the characters look right. Well, no, it was confirmed on the official website, Lesquez, that Max was 18 at the beginning of season 4. I was gonna say, which people used to think meant that there was like 2 years in between, you know, season 3 and Team Turbo, but, Max was already, yeah, that's a bit better. Max was already 17 halfway through season 1, so, yeah. I mean, it could have been, like, right before his birthday. was about to say something really dumb and say we don't even know where Max's birthday is, but of course we fucking do. We do, don't we? Yeah, we do. It is from his driver's license. Yeah, I was like, where? I was trying to think it through in my head, like, where do we know his date of birth from? But yeah, it's from his driver's license. Is that you? I'm guessing that's usually a thing for your driver's license to have your date of birth on, right? Oh no, I don't have a driver's license, so I wouldn't know. Right, so Rain does have sort of palish green eyes. Sort of like that, but not... Hold on, this is a sort of dark image. Let me try and get a better one. It's not that. Yeah, it's more like that. She's got sort of a again, if we're going for the sort of, slightly aged up Rain, then it's okay to make her look a little bit different, but this is sort of around the face of the... I almost said the face of her shape, the shape of her face. Okay, just kind of looks weird. Huh. Oh. Okay, so that was the one she had before? Okay. Again, we've talked about this a bazillion times, but I swear to God, so many of the eyes just don't look normal. She reminds me of someone looking like this, and I don't know who it is. Which sword is cooler, the Turbo Sword or the Connect-Tech Sword? Honestly, I prefer the Connect-Tech Sword. Ugh. One of the cooler things that they introduced in Season 4. Like, I would have been fully happy with Max, like, keeping that. Or it being, like, a part of the show. You know, back in the glory days. I don't know, I just feel like those eyes just look a bit weird. Again, I'm sort of... It's a bit difficult because, I'm not trying to do the whole cartoony thing. How did Berto look? Again, yeah, he didn't really have, like, big bulging eyes. She reminds me of someone. I look at her and I see someone, but I can't really tell who. She's a very small nose. Also, I think it's cool that, like, Max and Rain actually knew each other. Like, she's not... I kind of like that Team Turbo wasn't their first, the Team Turbo wasn't their first meeting, and that she was sort of introduced as a character that Max already had met at some point in the past. I kind of like that. It made her more of an interesting character again, that they had met before and that there was clearly some sort of past, that, you know, some past interactions that they had with one another. I think those lips don't actually look that bad for her, but they're not perfect. Maybe those? Yeah? Hmm. I don't know, Boogie. I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory for most of them.
Oh.
You know, Toxon would just make something, you know, just probably enhance himself. It should probably just all be enhancement-based. But, that's the thing. Apart from Dread, they wouldn't really be able to use it just like that because it requires energy. Obviously, Dread has negative turbo energy. I'm sure that would work. Yeah, okay, I think we stick with this. Now, fortunately, in her first appearance, Rain does have a civilian outfit. That she sticks with, going forward. And I'm thinking it's one that we should be able to replicate pretty easily. Then again, I said that for Butch, and we couldn't find a single shirt that looked even remotely like what he wears. It's the black and white. Yeah, it's like this. Oh yeah, we need to...
Yeah. Huh.
There we go. Yeah, so it's like that. That's a good backup if we can't find anything else. It's not perfect, but at least there's something that actually does look like what she wears. It's like a waistcoat that only goes that. It's like a crop top waistcoat looking thing, and then she's got a white top on under that. It's like this. Obviously not that color. That's a little bit better, actually. This is more grown-up Rain. This is like 20-year-old Rain. Are there any... Why are there no color options for some of these? It's so irritating. Again, color slider should just be a thing. No, I've not played Primal Carnage Last Quest, but I do have it because I bought it when it was on offer. And I will be playing it at some point. I'll probably play it for Season 3 of Game Night after we've done the Summer of Stories. But yeah, that'll probably be one of the first Game Night Season 3 ones. Oh yeah, that's actually even better, I think, because that's a bit more casual. Yes. It's so fucking satisfying when you're able to get them right. When you're able to... No, that's sort of... more sleek and professional. I think this is a bit more casual. But yeah, I will be playing that for the first time for game night, and I will also probably be doing a cheeky collab on it with Gozzy. And speaking of collabs with Goz, the long-awaited first collab with me and him should be out this Saturday. Hopefully. Okay, I think that's good. And she has, like, sort of lavender jeans on. Very strangely colored jeans. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to replicate that color. Might just have to go with, like, a blue. I mean, they're kind of close, but I don't like how baggy they are. Oh. They're a bit too bright. They're pretty close, but they're just, you know, they're not that bright. That's a bit too pale, but that's alright. That would actually be pretty cool, Boogie. Although, again, you gotta remember as well that Connect Tech can only really affect technology, or, like, only really generate technology. Like, it created technology around Alex and Rain and Citro, I guess. Like, it can't just change someone's biology. Again, the whole Connect X shit is really inconsistent and weird anyway. And the way they just, like, randomly pull new modes out of their ass, even when Connect X's been destroyed. Just doesn't make any sense. Okay, that is factually not the same color. That and that are not the same color. Is it really too much to ask? I just feel like again, that's way too... I mean, it's not far off. Could be a bit darker, but... a bit too vibrant. Bloody no. Fancy. Oh my god. Blech. Okay, those are pretty much the right color. I kind of don't like that they're baggy, but I think it's good to get the right color, so I guess we'll go with them. Well, yeah, Boogie, but that was only because it exploded and actually went, like, into him. And therefore, like, sort of made him a cyborg, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing, Last Quiz. I was always really weirded out by the fact that they didn't do that. Like, because Connect Tech was basically... Oh, yeah, that's a bit better. But I've never really liked those genes. Connect Tech was quintessentially, an excuse to give Team Turbo turbo modes, but they didn't give anything to Max. They didn't give Max any fancy new abilities from Connect Tech. That just seems like a massive missed opportunity to me. Ugh. 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 Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like, if they hadn't have done, like, Exo Strength in Season 3, that's, like, what Connect Tech could have been. It could have just been, like, the same way we had, like, the Shock Rock stuff in the Ben 10 reboot, or, you know, like, the Ultimate Aliens. It could have just enhanced Max's turbo modes, or his turbo energy, or, like, something. But it's like, they did nothing with him. It's like, oh yeah, and that seems like completely fucking illogical as well, when it's like the whole point was like, Max, we can't protect Connect Tech and these civilians from 5 Elementors, which, as I've said before, they absolutely could have. And 2, it's like, oh yeah, should we, A, use Connect Tech to enhance ourselves, make ourselves more powerful so we can take on the Elementors, even though, logically, with everything we've done in the show up to this point taken into consideration, we should be able to take on the Elementors anyway. Or B, drag these random fucking civilians into this and basically force them to be superheroes with no training. Let's do B. Yeah, that seems like the logical choice. Again, the first Team Turbo movie is pretty good. And I'd say it still feels like a Max Steel episode. Or a pair of them. But, you know, still not perfect. Right. I think that'll do us for the regular appearance, so we do have to do the shoes, though. What shoes is she wearing? What shoes are you wearing? Rain Martinez. She's wearing, like, sort of dark grey trainers.
Ooh.
With, like, white laces on, something like that. Yeah, and then Citro. And again, it makes me fucking laugh every fucking time. It doesn't make me laugh, it makes me want to cry and throw something at a wall hard. The fact that Citro said, I will think upgrades, when they're talking about, like, being, you know, upgraded with Connect Tech. And his upgrade was to get helicopter blades. He already had fucking rocket boosters. His upgrades were to get a less efficient method of flying. It's fucking ridiculous. And the fact that it's not even a retcon either, like, they literally showed him having rocket boosters in Team Turbo before he got connect-teched up. I think they'd sort of have to do that. They'd sort of have to charge themselves up multiple times to do that, Boogie. I think, like, it has to, you have to do it sort of like one at a time, and they sort of only really had, like, time to do it once. So yeah, they just sort of had the one. Okay, so with everything else, maybe apart from Athletic, which we can give her the Tempest drama. Excuse me. Bloody Nora. That came from deep. That made, like, my chest vibrate. For pretty much everything else, we can just give her whatever we want. As per usual, giving her random fucking, outfits and accessories, sorry, that I didn't ask it to give her. Straight out of the soul. Weirdly enough, I kind of think that fits her quite well. What do you all think? I'm trying to think, like, what Rain would be like when she was older, and maybe she'd be... I'm sort of envisioning her being a bit like Invisigal from Dispatch, sort of on that same sort of wavelength. She's reminding me of her a lot. That's not who I was thinking of beforehand, when I said, that, her face was reminding me of someone. I still don't know who that was, who I was thinking of, but I know it wasn't her. Hey, Aragon! Welcome back. Yeah, been a while. Welcome back. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like this is good for... I don't know, like, what sort of dress Rain would wear. Maybe something like this. Oh yeah, and I do, like I mentioned earlier, I do still have the alien suit. That's apparently one of the mods that works. It's not even black. That's like a really dark brownish green. I think maybe we'll give that to, we'll give this outfit for the party outfit, and then we'll choose something different for formal, maybe? I don't know. Like, she doesn't have to wear a dress. Yeah, I think that fits for the formal one. And then we'll put these on party. Yeah, he was, Boogie, you're right. fucking, and poor bloody, poor Rain only got 2 turbo modes. She didn't get any new ones in Season 5, the only one that didn't.
Ooh.
Right, and then... Which one do I go for? This one. There we go. Then for athletic, I'll give... Bloody no. Again, I keep getting annoyed at this. Like, stop giving her random shit. Excuse me, just give me a blank slate sim. Yeah, we'll give her the Tempestra armor. Which is sort of like a black and purple. Sort of like this, actually. Oh, yeah, now that looks like Rain. Hell yeah, we've done a good job with this. I keep saying we, but again, it is really just me doing this. You guys chilling out watching. Alright, that's done then. Sleep. Oh god, I didn't realize she was that fucking thin. Fucking hell. She looked just like way wider than she should have, with the other clothes on. Like, what the hell? She looks like bloated here. But then when you like look at the sleeve, it's just like she's really thin. Nah, it's a bit of a mouthful, Asquez. It would probably have to be, it could be in the same vein as, like, you know, the ultimate, and the ultimate transformation from Ben 10. Like, maybe he could shout, like, go connect, when he was already in the mode, and that would trigger the upgrades. I think that would be a better way to do it. I feel like that shirt actually works for Rain, you know? Ditch the slippers. Again, weirdly enough, I feel like it, because we always make the joke about how, it's not even really a joke, about how Max and all of his friends and stuff seem way older than they're said to be. Like, Max looks like he's at least, you know, in his 20s. So they sort of treat them a lot older than they actually are. But with Rain, I feel like they sort of treat her around the same age, if not younger than she actually is. Because she's 16, the same age that Max was. So yeah, I kind of feel it's a bit weird that they made her seem sort of so young. When, you know, she's literally just meant to be the same age as Max was, throughout most of the show. Well, 1 year behind, but you get what I mean. Okay, I'll go with that for Rain. Maybe give her some socks. Oh, excuse me. Some sockies. Party we've done. Swimwear. We did see... Oh, God. There's only one thing worse than opening up Reprogrammed to have a look at fucking outfits, and that's opening up Season 5. I never fucking go into this folder, ever. No, be silent, Terrorax. I don't want to hear your fucking voice. But yeah, she did have, she did have the outfit at the beach. But it was basically just sort of a... yeah, it was like a slimmed down version of her regular armor. I think we could probably find something. Maybe that. That's as close as we're gonna get. I don't really want to give her the suit again, because it's not all over her body. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's actually pretty good. And she does have gloves on. Of course I can't get them in the right friggin' color. It's close I'm gonna get. No, go away. I don't need to see Alex in his fucking action figure physique. Show me a bloody just regular shot. Okay, so she does have like... Oh yeah, hold on. Maybe I could... Nah. That'd probably just look weird. It'd probably be best just to stick with this, to be honest. Right, hot weather. Oh my god, what are those fucking glasses? Jeebus. Oh my god. They're hideous. Yeah. This is a cool necklace she's got there. I mean, like his like concept art design that looks like basically completely different how he looks in the show. That's pretty cool. He looks way more intimidating in the toys and in the concept art than he does in the actual show. In the show, he just looks fucking hideous. Right, hot weather. I mean, we could give her anything. I hate that little bit on the side that's just a completely different fucking texture.
Ooh.
Because the sort of point I was going along when I was talking about her age is that I feel like they were sort of trying to go the direction of her being like almost tomboyish, but it didn't really land because they sort of made her act like a child. I mean, like, only sometimes. That's weird. It's like, sometimes she acted her age, sometimes... Just the way they sort of portrayed her sometimes. The sort of, like, anger issues. Like, it's the whole, like, being called Little Thunder thing that really sort of dragged it down a little bit. Because you're like, don't call me Little Thunder! And it's like, that's a bit of a, like, a childish, bratty thing to be caught up on. I don't really... That's one of the things I don't really like about... I don't know. I don't really know if I give a shit about it or not, but it's like... It just doesn't seem like a very entertaining character trait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that fits. That's a good look for her. Although the under bit kind of looks a bit weird. It looks like there's, like, mud underneath the shirt.
Ooh.
Like, what the fuck is that all about? Is that a texture issue? I mean, it's on the model. And it changes color. I guess not. It just looks weird. And then... maybe some shorts. Yeah, okay. That's a cool look. Yeah, I think that's good. Weirdly enough, I think Rain might actually be one of the ones that we've done that's, like, really good. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, sick. Well, I mean, again, I still don't... it's like, I don't really know if it's a bad design, but it's just the way it looks is horrendous. It may be, like, the animation or, like, just the quality. But, like, the second Season 5 movie was a bit of an improvement. But it's, like, still looked awful. Yeah, I mean, anything would look better in the original animation, but it's like... I don't think it's, like, the animation quality. Like, Tempestuous and, like, most of their suits still look like good designs in the Season 5 movies. Terax just looks... he's just like a bad Gormiti. Alright, so that's hot weather, looking pretty sick. Every time I see that, it looks like an Omnitrix symbol to me. Will you stop giving her random shit? Right. Oh yeah, maybe we could give her something like this. Oh, yes. Okay, I genuinely think I've smashed it with Rain. I genuinely think, like, all of these outfits have actually, like, worked really well for her. I suppose you got, like, a purplish variant of this. Got the blue in. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, you wouldn't really go for shoes like that if you're dealing with cold weather. Oh, yeah, that's a bit better. But I still think, like, boots would be better. Ooh, no. No, no, no. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I am very happy with what we've done for Rain. Like, not only does it look like her, which is half the battle, but, like, I think all the outfits I've chosen for her actually do fit her really well. I'm really happy with this one. Rain Martinez. There we go. We can get rid of Berto now. Now, voice. She has quite a high voice.
Bobsone Zatorb.
Bevaz Febine.
Not that high.
Ulak Barvahoy.
Pridaboo Onse.
That's pretty close.
Benaza Scheiben. Amika Bor.
Yeah, the melodic one's definitely the better one.
Blitalex Aurorba. Lagar Esu Whip. Bumida Arishu. Yifitame.
Okay. Maybe I could make it a bit deeper, considering this is meant to be an older version of her.
Wobizar. Teroy. Garashi. Yabanzia Score. Yifitame. Ifwina. Blitalex Aurorba. Narshkul Smiba, huh? Edagom Schlof. Yabehorm Agonal.
God, that's like much older, Rain. Alright then. Fucking bish bash bosh. Oh, I didn't do that bit. Fucking hell. Okay, aspiration. We didn't really get to know Rain that much to know, like... I feel like maybe, yeah, book smart and handy could be quite good, because she says she's like a scrapper, so, you know, she's quite good with, you know, she's a bit of a gearhead, I think. Right, and she is, hot-headed. Actually, no, I think, I might swap out hot-headed for self-assured. She is... say outgoing. And... maybe ambitious. I think that's actually quite a good one, because she's always trying to take on stuff that's, like, too powerful for her. Okay. Rain Martinez. And maybe I'll add her favorite color as well. Purple. It's more like a purpley pinkish color. It's like in the middle. Alright, and let's save Rain. That went very, very well. I think I might make, for one stream, I might do Terrorax and the remaining Elementors that we didn't do. Like, water and earth, the water and earth fusion, and the metal and fire fusion. Hey Duffy. Just finished up Rain. Did a banging job, if I say so myself. think she's looking awesome. Alright, making sure she got saved. Like, if you compare her to, like, Kirby, Butch, fuck it, like, even Berto, like, she's just on, like, we really, fucking nailed her. That, like, she really does. Again, it's the hair. If you get the hair right, it really helps you with the design. Unfortunately, for the first time, like, fucking ever, we got the hairstyle that is legit perfect for, replicating what she looks like in the show. So, she got saved. Let's move on to Alex. Who the hell is this? Right. Let me bring up a picture of Alex. Still fucking pains me that the wiki looks like this. He's... Yeah, he probably has a gallery too, doesn't he? There we go. Now, he actually has, if I remember correctly, multiple, civilian outfits, so, you know, we can have a little bit of fun with him. God, just looking at some of the concept art, seeing how cool Terrorex, and Team Terror were gonna look, and then what they turned out to be. Like, hold on, I gotta save this and show it to you guys. This is, like, ridiculous. Almost how, like, it almost looks too good. Like, again, I think we talked about this before, but it's like, I really feel sorry for the artists they... Yeah, we were talking about this in the Discord. The fucking... artists that they hired to do the Team Turbo, like, concept art and stuff, their talent was fucking wasted. Where... There it is. Oh yeah, there's, like, plenty of art for Team Turbo Boogie. Bunch of really good stuff. None of it made it into the show in the same quality as the concept art. In fairness, that happened a lot for Ben 10, but that's because... that's because a lot of the designs that, they came up with for Ben 10, a lot of the designs they came up with for Ben 10 they couldn't really use because they were too complex for animation. Oh yeah, sorry, I misread the comment, but yeah, I think there's a few bits because there's concept art for Terex, but yeah, I think I've seen this one before. But yeah, look at this. This is concept art for Team Terror. Terrax, Monstrum, Snare, and it looks, that top one looks more like Lafiera looks more like Alex, but I guess that was an early Night Howl. But look how fucking sick they look here. Snare's the only one that really resembles resembles the design at all. Ah. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, how did we go from this concept art to whatever the fuck Monstrum was supposed to be in Turbocharged? He haunts my fucking nightmares. Right. Alex. Also, again, sorry, but can I say, hold on. This is a I've just, because I'm on Alex's gallery. Team Turbo. Not Team Turbo. Turbocharged. This is a poster for Turbocharged. That dog shit has no right having a poster that looks like this. How sick does that look? That movie has no right looking that good. And I'm pretty sure that's not even a shot of Terrorax from Turbocharged. Because it has way too much, like, lighting effects. I mean, I guess it probably is because it has, like, lighting effects and everything. That's probably why it looks so good. But yeah. Oof. That's rough. Okay, let's have a look at you then, Alex. So he's wearing like a... First of all, let's sort out his head, obviously. Get rid of the accessories. Oh my goodness me. He reminds me of someone too! I know who he reminds me about. He reminds me of, fucking the annoying fan or whatever from Oblivion. Which Amber never met, now that I think about it. Is it because that was to do with the arena? I think that might be why I never met him. That's crazy. Hold on, I gotta look that up now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, the adoring fan. Yeah, who becomes your groupie once you have achieved the rank of Grand Champion in the arena. So that's why we never, It's not, actually, I don't think it might be I think it might be the Starfield version of him. But Stray reminds me of someone else too. Maybe a bit of Leak from Primeval. I don't know. I don't think that's a good, I don't personally think that would be a good idea, Lasquez, because like, I'd be alright with, like, him getting trapped in a video game, but then again, you know, I wouldn't want that after we had Digital Meltdown, and Digital Meltdown was already pretty good. I'd want that, like, in either that or Digital Meltdown. I wouldn't want either of them. But, I think that's a bit too gimmicky. Like, that's adding too much, too many, like, variants. Like, you know, oh, there's, like, digital versions and medieval versions and space versions, and it's just, like, it's too much. It's the same thing with the fucking Ben 10 reboot, like, them adding constant, like, the Shockrock stuff was pretty good, but then they did, like, Omni Kicks and Omni Naut, and it's just, like, no, it's too much. So, start with the skin tone, obviously. No, skin tone. It's quite a dark skin tone. Not that dark. Something... That is, like, factually not the same color. I feel like this one is the closest one, but I don't know, I just feel like it's just not quite right. It's not like that fluorescent. That's too warm. Oh. Yeah, okay, I think I'll go with that. Right, his hair. I feel like his hair is one we're probably going to be able to get right as well, potentially. Short. I sure I've seen something similar to his hairstyle. No? Really? Oh, that's really irritating. I don't know. Again, I don't really like that idea of him getting, like, different, like, sort of themed versions of the other modes. I just don't think it really fits. I think, like, I wouldn't want it to be part of the show, but, like, I'd be fine seeing, like, I think seeing, like, medieval fantasy sort of versions. Like, if someone were to make, like, an AU, I guess that would be kind of cool if, like, you went the, like, trapped in a video game thing, where, like, Max, they sort of went, like, the video games route from Ben 10 in the episode where he gets trapped inside the video game, and the Omnitrix, like, works slightly different inside the game, and maybe instead of having like turbo energy, he has like magic that he uses to transform into these different like suit of armor variants, instead of getting like, you know, like with flight mode, instead of having the wings, he has like, I don't know, dragon wings or something. I think that would be cool. But again, I just don't really see that fitting into the show properly. Okay, now I'm looking at this one, and his skin tone looks completely fucking different there. Maybe it's just because they're, like, inside. It legit looks more like, almost a bit more like this. Maybe like that? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Let me, like, get back to doing, like, the hair and stuff, because it'll be easier to tell once I've done that. It's sort of like this, but a lot thinner and without the bloody ponytail. Ah, here we go. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Again, not perfect. Oh no, there we go, just like that. How did I miss these? I swear these were just not here when I was looking at the base hair bit. No, that's a ponytail. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Why does he have to have a that's why it didn't show up on fucking short, because it wasn't short. Ugh. So he's got to be that extra bit. Chop that off. I'm gonna have to go with one of these, like, other ones. That don't look anything like him. Does he have black hair, or does he have... It's brown, I think. I can barely fucking see. Yeah, it's like really dark brown. Okay. Not gonna be able to get him as good as Rain. That needs to be a bit thicker than this. It's not perfect, but I guess I'm gonna have to go with it. Right, let's go for the face. He's got... Oh. Quite, thin eyes. Generally. It seems you dropped a few frames at some point during the stream. Again, it really doesn't fucking help that every fucking eyeball, they're all rolling up into the back of their heads like this. That's not how normal people look. Normal people don't look like this all the time. They look forward. Their eyes are down in the middle of their eyes. And it's really difficult to see when the eyes don't look right. Ah, these look alright, I think. I just noticed something. Alex has a scar on his eyebrow. I'm pretty sure in the exact same spot that Jefferson does. Potentially. I think. Or is it on the right side for Jefferson? No, it's on the other side. It's on the other eyebrow for Jefferson. What do you know? You say that, Boogie, but Terrax is, like, older than Dredd. From what it looks like. He's got fucking grey hair. Like, he's an old fucking man. So if anything, Dredd's the younger brother. Terrax is Dredd's father, confirmed. What if he painted his hair? Why would he paint his hair? Why would he dye his hair white? No, he's just an old guy. Quite a small nose, actually. Alex. Quite a wide mouth, I think. And his face is sort of smushed up, like, towards the top of his face, too. He looks a bit like Mortem here, actually, with those eyes. Are we gonna do this again, where I'm, like, trying to make one character, and then I fucking turn him into another? Because, like, with this look, let me bring up Mortem. Why are his different forms called turbo modes? Ugh. Right, maybe it's the eyes. I need, like, a neutral picture of Alex. No, I think maybe the mouth is the issue. Yeah, okay, I think that's a bit better. Not turbo modes, I can tell you that much, because they don't fucking rely on turbo energy. And neither should fucking the suits of Alex, Rain, and Citro. Which is one of the things I've always really fucking disliked about the Team Turbo era. Wait, it's more turbocharged that said that. It was like, oh, with green turbo energy, I've got to redesign Alex and Raina's suits to accommodate it. I'm like, bro, they don't run on turbo energy. That's not how Connect Tech works. I just would have called them, like... Because they're listed on the wiki as... Like, it literally calls it a turbo base mode. That's not right. No, fuck, I'm changing that right now. That's not... That's just not right. Should be base mode... I guess trap mode and ultimate mode. They probably come from... The names probably come from toys, don't they? That's probably why they're called... What? He is the first villain in the trivia, it says, he is the first villain capable of transforming into turbo modes. What? No. No. Okay, I don't know who the fuck edited this, but... Even though, he is also the third character in the show, the first being Extroyer and the second La Fiera. Okay, no, I read that wrong, never mind. I thought it was gonna say, the third character in the show to have turbo modes. I was like, oh, because Rain and Citro not a thing? Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm fixing this right now. This is bullshit. They're not fucking turbo modes. rid of that. However, it literally says in the trivia, he is the first villain capable of transforming into turbo modes. No, he's not! No, he's quite literally not! Because, funnily enough, turbo modes rely on turbo energy. And what you can make an argument for Team Turbo actually having turbo modes, but not him. Not him. Hold on though. Hold on. I want to check something first though. I want to give a quick reread of the bloody, his entry. Yeah, there's nothing in his like history that says anything about turbo energy. That's just wrong. Right. Yeah, let me just fix this real quick. Let me just what does it say in his abilities? Connect tech power. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about turbo energy there. Yeah, look at this. It literally says weaknesses. Like, this is on the same page. Weaknesses, turbo energy vulnerability. Mortem's technology is vulnerable to a certain extent to what is it called? Max's turbo energy. Well, he can't be weak to turbo energy if he runs on the damn shit, can he? Right. Trivia, yeah, fuck that. He's not fucking turbo modes. I'm not gonna call them, like, they're not modes, they're just different forms. I don't know if that was ever a confirmed thing. Actually, no, it was, because Molly called him that in the second episode. But it's like, it doesn't make sense on a wiki page to call it Maxwell's turbo energy. Like, we don't call him Maxwell Steel, do we? Okay. Yeah, so based on animals, and then modify his template gallery. Okay, let me have a look at Mortem's toys. So so these forms can actually be named appropriately. category, Mortem Toys. How helpful. So, we have Death Trap, Mortem, and Ultimate Mortem. Just have a look at Mortem again. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, there are only 3 forms. So it's just Trap, Death Trap, Mortem, and Ultimate Mortem, because those are the names given by the toys. I guarantee you it was some, like, random person who just came on the wiki and was just like, oh, Mortem's got turbo modes. And he's just like, no, he doesn't. No, he really doesn't. Right, okay, so the first regular form would just be Techno Zombie. And then the next one would be Death Trap Mortem, and then the last one would be Ultimate Mortem. There we go. Much better. Make sure that it says in the character info box, reinvent the humanity. There we go. Right. Apply. Check. Describe what you changed. Correction of turbo energy misinformation. And renaming of info box gallery forms based on toy variants. Again, we can't, like, this is how you be a good fan, guys. Like, it's fine to headcanon stuff, but on the wiki and stuff, like, you can't just be adding random shit based on your own headcanons, especially when it's just fucking wrong. Like, these are just dead-ass fucking wrong. Although I do want to check something real quick. I do want to check seemingly the web archive of his profile is still online. I want to see what that said, just to make sure it didn't say anything about turbo energy then. Techno Zombie. Why do I feel like I've gone down this route before? I feel like we've looked at Mortem's thing before about turbo energy. I don't know. He's also someone that I was gonna say looks cooler in concept art. No, he actually did look really sick in Fusion Tech. Oh yeah, we were looking at Mortem's page because it says on Mortem's page that N-Tech was destroyed, which is complete fucking bullshit. Yeah, and there's nothing about turbo energy here. Yeah, so that was very likely just a random fucking fan who just, like, typed in a bunch of random bullshit. There we go. Bingo bango. Perfect. Right, nice and corrected. Now let's get back to Alex. Siri has very, yeah, move his mouth up a bit. He has very thick eyebrows. Something like this, or maybe like this. Maybe like this. See, that one always looks so good, but I don't want him to have a fucking unibrow. Yeah. Well, he's not sometimes called, like, Ultimate Spider-Man. Like, that's a separate thing. the magnificent Max Steel, that's actually, yeah, that's alright. Technically, we already had Mega Max Steel with Turbo Mega Mode, considering that's why we call it Turbo Mega Mode, because that's what the toy was called, Mega Max Steel. Okay, this is a bit of a rough one, I think. Okay, maybe that's a bit better. Yeah, okay. Gonna have to load up, the first Team Turbo movie, which... Oh, I don't have Fusion Tech in here. That's irritating. Which again, I don't mind loading up Team Turbo. But I tell you what, again, I'll always talk about this. It was a fucking flashbang going from because the first time I saw Team Turbo, they were displaying them in order, so we'd just gone... I don't know if it was the first time... I think it may have been the first time I saw Season 3 as well. It was a fucking flashbang going from Season 3's finale the day before to Team Turbo and the quality that had. Yeah, okay, in fairness, hold on, that would be the athletic outfit, not the everyday one. Okay, that's a very good shot of the everyday one. So he's wearing like a biker's jacket. And that's what I like about, like, it's fucking mental. Because in Team Turbo, he actually looks like a regular fucking human being. But in, like, the Season 5 movies, his muscles are, like, this big. It's ridiculous. Right. I'm not sure how close I'm going to be able to get to this, but I'm going to give it a good old go. Is there like a biker suit? Would have thought that there would be something along those lines in one of the many packs I fucking have. See, that would look pretty good if it weren't so fucking big. Not for him, just in general. I think his face is looking alright. Although, hold on, I've just realised, what's his, I don't think his eye cut... No, he's got brown eyes. A lot of protein powder. Oh my fucking god, right. Let me tell you guys something, right. That I've seen this... It's a stupid fucking advert. You know, you see those adverts for stuff like that all the time, like... Excuse me. like fucking like protein powder and stuff. But there's this stupid fucking one which I've seen a few times, and I don't know what it is about it, but it just pisses me off so much because it's just so dumb. There's one where it's just like, it looks like a clip from like a podcast or something, and it's just some dude going like, he doesn't eat food, he doesn't eat breakfast, he just eats purely protein powder, like purely protein drinks. I'm just like, bro, just shut the fuck up, please. Can we not? I don't care about people who don't have a functioning diet and weren't raised to eat food. I tell you what, though, it's not as fucking dumb as there was I wasn't an ad, it was a clip I saw from some dude on a podcast. He was like, I don't eat prey animals. I eat solely predators. So like I eat spiders. It's like the dude seemed fucking off his head. I swear to God, there are some, you know, all the time I just have less and less faith in humanity. That like certain people just exist. I'm just like, how is this possible? How do you exist? How have you gotten to this point in your life? Is that a ranger badge? What the hell? It's the Lone Ranger. That's a quality film, by the way. Don't let the critics or the general reviewers of whatever tell you otherwise. That is a solid fucking movie. Very emotional. Very, powerful. I think this may be the closest we're gonna get. You'll have to excuse the llama, but yeah, there is no, like... I really would have expected to have had that. To have had something along those lines, but that's not too bad. And he's just got, like... biker jeans. No, not with the little toggles. Jesus, look how baggy they are. They're almost, like, shiny. I suppose it is like a biker suit. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. It's not perfect. Doesn't look 100% like him. Again, the hair would really... The hair is the clincher. If you don't have the hair, the whole fucking design falls apart. But... yeah, okay, that works. I'll do... Actually, I'll do... I guess I'll do athletic in his actual athletic outfit, maybe? Or maybe I'll just make his like, athletic outfit that he has in the first scene during the football match, his hot weather outfit, and then make his athletic outfit the suit. Why do we not have an actual proper red? You've got like a pinkish red and an orange. Like, that's not red. Ugh, I'll go with it. Okay, formal. Oh, dear goodness me. Oh, I didn't do his shoes. I definitely need to do his shoes, because I don't think he'd be caught dead wearing those shoes. Those are fucking... I was going to say they're Kirby shoes, but they're not even that. What shoes does he wear? Oh, hold on. They look like... I can't tell if it's like the difference in terrain. Or... like... It looks like he's wearing almost like pumps. Like with a heel and everything. I think it might be the terrain difference. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, maybe not those. No. Maybe something like this. I mean, no, that doesn't seem... Yeah, just give me some boots. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. Biker boots. I mean, I'm not a biker. I don't know what fucking bikers wear. Right. So, formal. Again, we don't really have anything. So we can just sort of wing it. I feel like he'd just be the type to wear a suit like... Oh, yeah, maybe like this. Hold on. Yeah, let's play with the red theme a bit. Let's go with it. And... go for some, like... Oh, no. It's per bloody usual. There's nothing that... There we go. Looking snazzy, La Fiera. And maybe these. I thought he was wearing gloves then. He's not right, no. Oh, snazzy. The whole get-up. Okay, so then he's got the suit. Way too much of a pinkish red. Sleep. Ditch the slippers, definitely. Yeah, I feel like that's good, and then maybe... Oh, they look weird. Yeah, why do they go, like, up to there? Why? That is not, wait, that's, like, up to, like, but just sort of going up to your ribs. Either the shirt's too long or the boxes are too high. Probably a combination of both. Yeah, fuck it, the black and the red. This looks like he works at a restaurant, and that's the logo of the restaurant. It's like a 22nd century McDonald's worker. Party, let's give you something snazzy then, Lafayette. Oh, what about this? Does that really fit with him? I think it does, actually. That's actually pretty good. And then maybe go for this. Yes, okay, nice. We're definitely gonna be able to get Mortem done tonight, I think. If we're speeding through him like this. Okay. Swimwear. Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, up him to the max in terms of strength. Yep. Oh, hold on, no. What about these? Yeah, that's more like it. Although I feel like he'd go for something a bit more streamlined. Like, these seem a bit heavy. These are a bit shorter. Maybe the red and black. It's a bit too bright of a red. Maybe just that. That works. Okay, hot weather. Now I'll use the outfit that he has on in at the beginning of Team Turbo. And if he's playing against Copper Canyon, he must be from like a nearby school then. Maybe somewhere just outside Copper Canyon. That's not the first time I've considered that. I just sort of remembered that that was a thing. That's actually quite... I think that's actually quite a cool shirt. I would have that shirt. And what is it with everyone having weird, like, curve-ins in their hips today? What's going on? Aliens. It's them aliens again! Right, It's gonna be like Butch all over again, I guarantee it. Where's the one I used for, oh, hold on, I'm not even in athletic, that's why. Athletic. There we go. So where's the one I used for Max? I think it was this one. No, it was the, it was this one. It's kind of weird. I think that's sort of one of the first major inconsistencies in the Team Turbo era. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's a really big inconsistency. In that scene, Alex and his team, again, who were probably from a rival school. Hold on, what was the name of, in Torbolt the Terrible, they were going up against another school. What were they called? Let me check real quick. Yeah, I remember they did mention a name. Just having a look. Come on, where is it? I don't have my player open where I can easily, like, skip through. I know the coach mentions it. He says something like Max would be, like, good in the game. Okay, there we go. OBS just disconnected briefly there for no discernible reason. Really showing how good of a software you are tonight, OBS. Oh, but yeah, I just found the clip when it disconnected. Funnily enough, yeah, he called them the Langdon Valley Lancers. So the Langdon Valley Lancers, I assume, are the team. So Langdon Valley is probably a neighboring state, neighboring region to Copper Canyon, or you know, a neighboring city, town, whatever. So potentially you could argue that Alex was from Langdon Valley. It could make sense. But yeah, that's a big inconsistency that in that scene, Alex and his team are wearing orange when it's actually Copper Canyon's team. Orange is actually their color. In fact, when they're going up against Langdon Valley, their team is actually wearing purple. So yeah, that's a big no-no. You know, I give Team Turbo, I give Team Turbo credit where it's due. It's not awful, but it's not perfect either, and there's some rough stuff. Okay, so sort of just a plain orange shirt with some lines on. They foreshadowed Terrorax. Oh no! Yeah, that's where Terrorax was hanging out. Him and Nexus. Him and Nexus were just fucking hanging out in Langdon Valley. Okay, it's not quite this. I suppose I could go with this. Just need this, but orange. He was the principal. Yeah, he's been pulling the strings since Season 2. Does that say jizz? Never mind. No, that's too big. Yeah, I've never paid attention to that before, but that's actually quite a bad inconsistency. I'm sure they gave Max's team the blue colors because, you know, blue, Max Steel, the good guys and everything, but it's like, it's already been established that Copper Canyon High School's color is orange. Oh, what about this? You know what? That's actually good enough. And then we need some shorts. Let me add on athletic as well. There's some black shorts with a white rim on the bottom. Also, funny thing, I think I think this is a thing. I think there's a reason why I think this is a thing. But, Max introducing himself to Alex, like, after saving him from the falling debris of the Deadless platform, is the only time I think he fully introduces himself by his first and last name to people. I think when he introduces himself to Sydney and Kirby, it's, like, slightly different. The reason I think that is because, I remember in the very, very, very brief foray I took into Skyrim modding, I was thinking of quotes that I could use for Max, and, I remember that one, there was some reason why his introduction to Sydney and Kirby would have been unusable. Steel's brother? What, you mean... You mean 7-6? Ah. And he wouldn't be called Max anything, because obviously the whole reason that they're called Max Steel is because it's Max and Steel. Ah. Well, yeah, again, we just call him by his name because, you know, it was never confirmed or anything that they were, you know, related. So, you know, just call him that so people know what you're talking about. But, yeah, it wouldn't be anything Max related because, you know, they're only called Max Steel because it's Max and Steel. Again, it would depend who he bonded to and what, you know, what came from that. Yeah, I do see it from that angle, but again, I just don't think, like, pardon me, like, it's that good a name. Okay, no, those aren't really... Let me get rid of hot weather, so we've just got athletic. And maybe these. Yeah. Okay. Alright, 6. So we've done... Yeah, we've done all of those. And finally, cold weather. It's in my colors. That fits, I think. And then maybe... No, the bagginess doesn't fit. What's the difference between these two? It's like a detail change. It's like slightly darkened with more detail. Okay, I think that's actually a pretty good outfit, for Alex. Hold on, we do know... Oh yeah, we do know, his full name is Alex is a nickname, but his full name is Alejandro Villar. It's a Spanish name. Huh. I never really, again, this is the first time because I don't really, you know, pay attention to Team Turbo that much. But yeah, Alejandro's a Spanish name. And I think, he's mentioned, yeah, he mentioned his grandmother at some point. Oh, but, oh, is this from his, it is from his profile on the website, but it says apparently, I'm assuming according to his profile on the wiki, it says that he grew up an only child and he was raised by his grandmother in downtown Copper Canyon. So there goes my theory of him not being around Copper Canyon. So why is he, like, playing against the Copper Canyonites, then? Maybe, hold on, maybe Max isn't at Copper Canyon High anymore. That would be a bit... I don't think that's realistically true, and I'm pretty sure they do say, yeah, that shouldn't make sense, but it's just like, that doesn't make sense if he's from Copper Canyon. Why? Oh, yeah, well, I guess if he grew up in downtown Copper Canyon, raised by his grandmother in downtown Copper Canyon, yeah, he doesn't necessarily have to still be there. Yeah, it just says very brief description. Alejandro, Alex for short, grew up an only child, raised by his grandmother in downtown Copper Canyon. He has a fierce thirst for adventure and desire to prove himself, just like his hero, Max Steel. It's like he could have been a good character had they fucking done anything with him. I think, like, I'm not generally... I guess the reason I'm not that big a fan of Alex is... I guess the same reason that I'm not really that big a fan of Rain later on is that, like, the first Team Turbo movie sort of feels like the only time he feels like a real character. And after then, he's just nothing. Right, I am briefly going to go to the bathroom. Don't go anywhere. I shall be right back. But yeah, we'll probably get on to Mortem after I'm back, because we're pretty much done with Alex. I'm back. Ugh. Right. But yeah, Alex could have really been, you know, a cool dude. But a lot of the time, he's just, like, sort of like the comic relief character. But yeah. Again, you know, we've discussed this 1,000 times over. I've just realized, have I been doing the shoes for these? Yeah, I did them for... Oh, I haven't sort of had to do them for most of them. But yeah, I did need to do them for this. He's wearing, like, football boots, obviously. Actually pretty similar to these. I think some of these are meant to be football boots, but it's like as if they don't have football boots. And as if they don't have red. If they, like, purple, green, pink, and cyan, and white. What kind of color combination is that? Okay, I'll go with that. And then cold weather. It's like, what do you wear in cold weather? You do wear shoes. Not the same as hot weather? No. Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. Right. I will just say Alex. Alex. Villa. Because, yeah, again, it makes no sense with, it makes no sense with, like, for Alex to be playing against Max. But yeah, it probably is just that he moved. Yeah. Again, it does also, he does also say that, like, he's a fan of Max Steel, and it does imply that, like, he's a big fan of him. And you would have thought that would mean... Oh, mic stand's a bit mucky. You would have thought that that would mean he would be, like, in Copper Canyon, but I guess, you know, probably people all over the world know about Max Steel, right? You know, it's not just going to be one little rinky-dink city. Like, you know, the Avengers were sort of headquartered in New York, but, you know, whole fucking world knew about them. Right, well, definitely athletic, absolutely. Trait. Let's go self-assured again. Let's go... He was a bit of a loner starting off. But I feel like, again, picking that is sort of disingenuous to his character that we know him as. Yeah, again, it would have been really interesting to explore stuff like that. Again, it really would have been good if we'd have gotten more episodes where we left Copper Canyon, because it's like... Max has... I think the furthest away from Copper Canyon that they've gone is probably the Arctic. And they were able to just fucking fly there in, like, an afternoon, pretty much. That's actually... That's probably a feat that I need to consider. Because presumably, you know, the... What is, like, supersonic speeds? In, like, miles per hour. Supersonic speed is the speed of an object that exceeds the speed of sound. Mach 1. 768 miles an hour. Speeds greater than 5 times the speed of sound are often referred to as hypersonic. Okay. So, does that technically mean that anything lower than 5 times the speed of sound can be considered supersonic speed as well? Potentially. Yes, it's around... Yeah, okay. 768 miles an hour. But yeah, let's go, let's go, bro. Actually, no, he's not really. Become confident from watching sports. Okay, yeah, we'll stick with that. And then we'll go loyal. Okay, and let's, modify his voice. Definitely not this voice. That's actually pretty solid. I'm gonna stick with that. We've been able to get the voices really solid thus far. Okay, and that, my friends, is La Fiera. Perfect. It's not perfect, but you can tell it's him. Maybe not from an immediate glance, but just like, you know, you can sort of see. It's a good representation, I think. Right, Mortem. I think we've got time to quickly do him. And if we don't, then, you know, we can just finish him next week. Hey Duffy, welcome back. Is speed faster than fly? I'm not entirely sure. I'm looking forward to this, right? There's a, that's why I'm looking forward to reacting to the bonus clips, because they're the only thing, they're the only thing in, Max Steel that I really have left to watch. Oh my goodness me. What the hell is the body structure of that man? Jesus Christ. That kind of looks like... Yeah, it genuinely does kind of look a bit like, Fat Bastard from Austin Powers. A little bit. Jesus Christ, I'm seeing some... disgusting images. God, the amount of prosthetics. Right, Mortem. Let's get you up. Now, with him, I actually think it might be interesting if we made him a vampire. Because he does have the alternate form, which is sort of like, you know, dark and creepy. So I think we could get away with actually making him a vampire. We just make him look the same in all of the outfits, but yeah, I think we make him a vampire. So let's actually start with his name. He doesn't actually have a second name. Or, I guess if he's Professor Mortem, Mortem would probably be his first name. Maybe time to, we'll put Mortem, because, like, you know, Dread, that we call Dread, but Dread is his second name, and if it's Professor Mortem, it's most likely that Mortem is his second name. So, yes, Steve Mortem. It needs to be a multi-boweled name. Cecil? Ryland? Darius? Joseph? Joseph kind of fits, you know. Joseph Mortem. I kind of like Joseph. Hey. Yeah, you know what? I'm going for Joseph. Joseph Mortem. And let's make him a vampire. Add a dark form to a vampire. Your vampire will switch into their dark form when feeding, suffering from thirst, and using certain powers. There we go. Right. When linked, any changes made in either form will automatically be copied to the other. Individual parts can be included and excluded from this linkage in the link filters above. They've updated that. But yeah, the last time I used this in the creator was when I was making Charlie Morningstar in my Sims 4 Creation Challenge series. But yeah, I think this definitely fits for Mortem. It's the one time where I can sort of exclude it, include it, excuse it. That's what I was going for. Right, so let's, do his human form first, obviously. Now, I feel like he should actually be quite easy to do. I mean, I say that about fucking all of them, and it never is. There's got to be... It's like pretty much this, isn't it? But, like, not quite. It's not gonna be easy. I always say it's gonna be easy, and then it never ends up being... Yeah, that's more like it. Now, is he... Yeah, he does... Does he have, like, really... Is it really dark brown hair, or is it black hair? I can't tell. Oh my god, are you kidding me? There's literally only, like, what? Like, fucking 6 screenshots, 7 screenshots of him in his regular form, and the rest, him as a zombie. Yeah, I think it is, yeah, it is really dark brown hair. There we go, and he's got very, very thin eyebrows. Perfect. A very long head, Mortem has. And he's got, he's got blue eyes. Now, him actually, I will make an adult. There we go. And he's very... Again, what is with this fucking belly? What the fuck? is with his proportions. Oh my... Can I... No. Can I... Yeah, I will randomize that. What in the genuine fuck were those proportions? My god. That was horrendous. I never thought it would be so bad that I would be willing to randomize it to get rid of it. Oh my giddy aunt. That was... Ugh. That was horrendous. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so yeah, made him an adult. Very thin eyebrows. He's deadass got like the curly, like supervillain eyebrows. Yeah. Right. Very long head. Very piercing blue eyes. Oh, I could give him... Actually, I was gonna say I could give him, like, the glowy, eyes. Kind of annoyed I couldn't really give these to Max, but, they're not really his eye color. Okay, that's alright. He's wearing bloody eyeliner. Ugh. Excuse me. I think those are the same eyes I used for Alex. Again, they're always just looking up. Okay, he's got quite like a regular sized nose. That's... Ugh. Alter his mouth. Ugh! I need to bring up Team Turbo again, considering how few fucking, screenshots there are. I will say, I have definitely, warmed up to Mortem over the past couple of years. I remember I really didn't used to care for him. But, yeah, I remember I really didn't used to care for Mortem, but he's grown on me, a little bit over the past couple of years, and I appreciate him as a villain. I think he is actually quite cool as a villain. It's probably just because, like, of everything else that was going on. He does have quite sort of thin lips. Hold on, I need a better shot of him. Yeah, I'm gonna say, where's the shot where he's talking to all the villains? The lips are so bloody difficult to get right. I think this, where he's got, like... He actually does have that shape of mouth, where he's got, like... It looks like curves inwards, like, with the flesh at the bottom there. He's not necessarily got, like, a skinny face. Oh, that looks kind of weird. Hold on, yeah, I need to edit that. Oh, why is his lip look like that? Oh, God damn it, never mind. Okay, he's also incredibly pale. Like, literally this color. I don't know why, too, because he's like, before he becomes the techno zombie, he's not like any form of mutant or anything. At least I don't think so. Maybe he had some sort of disease. Because, hold on, I have to look this up now because I don't have the raw file of, I don't have, Fusion Tech on hand. But, in the... In the flashback where we actually learn about Mortem, he's like looking at a monitor, and I'm wondering if there's like any indication that it may have been some sort of disease. Also, still weird that Team Turbo Fusion Tech. This is not HD. I love it when people say, "Oh, it's HD." Actually, is it? Oh no, it might be. I'm not sure. It doesn't look HD to me. Yeah, hold on. When they go into the lab... Yeah, hold on. Here we go. Yeah, he's like... Hold on, let me briefly mute OBS and listen to what's actually said. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's auto-dubbed. Are you fucking serious? Oh, no fucking wonder, because it's in bloody Spanish, the version that I'm looking at. It's like, why is it auto-dubbed when it's in English? And there's me. Let's try this again. Okay. See, okay, so... Oh, I've just noticed there's a blueprint, like a schematic of the Deadless platform in the background on one of his monitors. Again, it's been a long time since I've even watched Fusion Tech. I probably ought to give it a full rewatch to you know, just refamiliarize myself. You know, it's not the most relevant thing to need to watch as a Max Steel fan, especially with what I do, but, like, I might as well. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, I kind of want to apologize for my hatred of Mortem. I don't even really think I've ever had hatred of Mortem. I've just not really been that enthusiastic, but I do think he's actually probably the best part of the Team Turbo era. He's a pretty solid villain. He had a pretty realistic and interesting motivation. And yeah, you know, he was pretty good. But yeah, I'm not sure there's anything in there about, but it's just like, it seems though, like, why would Morton, I guess it just could be an age thing. Maybe he was just getting old and, you know, starting to, you know, just get old, yeah. You know, time is the enemy of us all. Right, Morton character study. Oh yeah, there could be some good, yeah, Morton was originally gonna look so different. Crazy how many concepts they went through for him. There's one there where he sort of resembles the alien scientist. That's pretty weird. Oh yeah, and he was originally going to be called Necron. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me get back up and see his regular human form. His eyes are actually quite far apart. Okay, now I'm getting a bit of Mortem vibes. He is quite muscular, actually. Not terribly so, but enough. And really, his everyday is the suit. Do I have a black one? We do. Oh, yeah, his chest hair. Let's get rid of that. No one needs to see that. I feel like, hmm. Let me pull up. Yeah, realistically, I don't think I could really copy what, like, the outfit that he has on. It'd probably just be better just to give him this and be done with it. And as for his techno zombie form, Again, not much different. But let's actually, no, you know what? We'll save the rest of customizing Mortem for the next stream, because we're pretty much at time now. But I really hope you've all enjoyed this stream. Next time we'll finish up Mortem, and then maybe make Nort, Colonel Castle, maybe Murakami. But yeah, this has been a fun one, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you're at least 16, go join the casual Discord and the Max Steel unofficial Discord in the description down below. And go check out today's video on all the Land Before Time Sharp Teeth battles. I worked very hard on it, and it was a ball ache to get out. But yeah, I will be back on Friday for the finale of Vanguard Zombies on, not on Saturday, next Wednesday for more of this, and, next Saturday for the final, Game Night Season 2 Golden Revisit, which will either be LEGO DC Supervillains or Fortnite Save the World. Probably LEGO DC Supervillains, I think. Yeah. Right, well, thank you so much for watching. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on another video or stream very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.